Hey, it's your boy AJ back with another freaking video, and I am kind of tipsy off some wine, honey. But it's, what time is it? It's 8:09. I supposed to have started filming this video earlier, but I was doing other stuff, child. But I'm here, so I'm doing a Bobby review. I'm over it. I'm over it, girl. The girls got me over it. So I'm happy this is the last reunion part. I thought they was gonna try to stretch it out to 4, but thank God they stopped at 3. So let's get into my commentary, my review, my recap. So run the intro. We're gonna get directly on into it, okay? So over the last 3 weeks, you guys, this reunion has been long, drawn out, and ghetto. It hasn't went anywhere. I feel like I have watched 3 hours of complete nonsense. What were they doing? I don't know what they were doing. I feel like they do these productions too late in the afternoon. Every time it looks like Zeus is doing a reunion, it seems like they're filming it at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, honey. Yeah, when they go outside, it's pitch black dark, honey. It's no sunlight, no nothing. So I feel like these reunions are happening too late in the afternoon. Everybody done been sitting around drinking all day, smoking all day, just getting fucked up. If people doing, you know, if girls been, you know, having a nice time all day, so by the time they get to the stage, baby, they hot and ready to be mixed like grits. Like, no. So everybody was on the stage arguing, bickering every single episode, but this 3rd episode, it seems to kind of push me into wanting to make a whole video dedicated to the episode, because I was like, what the fuck is this motherfucking bullshit? So a lot of things were revealed in the Bobby reunion. Amongst everything revealed, they said that Bobby had fucked Rerun. Bobby had fucked Rerun the first night that everybody had came into the house. You know, him and Bobby went upstairs and had an old nasty piece of a time, and it was hid from majority of the cast members. Now, when this was stated, Go Hard, is that boy name? Go Hard was sitting there like spooked and nervous. He was sitting there acting like he wasn't fucking on the island, boy. We're gonna get to that in a second. But he's sitting there like, oh, you know, that's fucked up for you. We was all here for you, da-da-da. And I'm like, girl, shut your black and mouth smoking ass up. Like, bitch, I hit me a couple blacks, but he just seemed like all he hit is blacks. No blunts, just black. No blunt, just black. I said, shut your ass up. I'm like, you was trying to get the same bumper clot that Bobby got the first night, honey. So I don't. The tears and the that had me like, what? Amongst the cast, they also brought out the handler. The handler is the person that was, you know, pushing around Hot Wheels, or the other boy that was in a wheelchair. He was the person that was sleeping with Island Boy. So, you know, when Island Boy and the rest of the cast first got to Zeus, they had him in some type of hotel before they got into the mansion. So when they were at the hotel, I guess Island Boy and the handler ran across each other, and they ended up, you know, feeling like, oh, you sexy, come on, let's have some fun. And they went up to the room and had some fun. So Bobby ended up kicking the handler out of the mansion, and the boy in the wheelchair had to push himself around for the remainder of the season. But they did bring the handler on to the reunion. Now, when the handler came to the reunion, he was saying, like, Jameson, which is Island Boy, he was saying Island Boy was, you know, pushing up on him, wanting him. It gave very much, ooh, boy, I knew that you like what you see, won't you come on, boy, check up on it. It was very much checking up on him, and the handler didn't want anything to do with Island Boy, because it's like, I know you're here for a show. I'm here for my friend. I'm his personal assistant. I'm here to roll him around, you know, no shade. So I don't even want to interact with that. But I guess, girl, Casamigo bottles was popped, blunts was smoked, and they had a nasty old time. So they had a nasty old time. Bobby kicked him out of the house, and that happened. But they end up bringing, like I say, they end up bringing him to the reunion. Now, when he gets to the reunion, child, he's going off on, you know, Hot Wheels. He used to work with Hot Wheels, because he was going off on Hot Wheels saying, you know, you switched on me for a show, and bitch, you a op, and do. Hot Wheels end up running, well, hold on. Hot Wheels ain't running nowhere. It's not funny, Jesus. I'm not laughing, because I don't, the end of your life could change in a minute. But I'm just laughing and make my fuck up. Hot Wheels didn't run nowhere. He rolled over in the wheelchair. He rolled over to the handler, and he was sitting there arguing, going back and forth, arguing, girl. I blinked 2 times, bang gang, shakes to the side. I see ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. These names are crazy. Y'all probably like, if y'all haven't seen the show, y'all probably like, what are these names, Jalen? You just have to watch the show to understand this review, because it's gonna sound like I'm all over the place. I see Ding-a-ling hop up and run over and just start firing up the handler, girl. The handler mouth all lopping over, flipping lips, still like it's finna hit the ground. I'm saying, God almighty, Jesus. Somebody cut the camera, get that bitch a Band-Aid. I was like, what is going on? So the oh, my phone it fell. So the handler is spooked and nervous. I'm spooked and nervous, and I'm not even in the room. I'm just watching and appalled. I'm like, oh my gosh, Dingling is still giving them a run for their money. I do not know where that altercation broke out or why it really started. I just know it was amazing to watch, and when I seen it, I felt satisfied. I was like, round of applause, a round of applause. What do y'all say? Round of applause, applause. But that leads me into my next subject, you guys. So Dingling was not playing no games. He was kind of over the whole reunion thing, and I could truly understand him.
My house, nigga. Come on, dog. Miss me with that shit, nigga. Nobody. Miss me with that shit.
It seemed like it was 4 a.m. in the morning. It seemed like they had took forever to get on stage. Once they on stage, they can't sit down and do a reunion. Everybody's barking and arguing and fighting about nothing when questions haven't even been asked yet. So I could see, I was here. I was in line with Dingling and how he felt. And also, he wasn't really feeling some of the stuff that Bobby was saying about the other cast members, and also how things were going behind the scenes and also on stage. So Dingling was over it. He ends up getting into this verbal altercation with Bobby, and I'm just looking left, I'm just looking right, and I'm looking for, you know, security, because I'm like, oh, this is kind of getting deep, this is kind of getting heavy, this is kind of getting deep, this is kind of getting, you know, this is getting a little too much. Girl, Bobby takes a shot out of nowhere. Hold on, Julia, I'm working. So Bobby is taking this shot out of nowhere. He gets a nasty old left, right, I don't know which hand it was. He gets a nasty old hook. I'm like, I'm sitting there gagged, mouth to the floor. I'm trying to cover it. I'm speechless. I'm like, oh my God, Bobby got it. Girl, out of nowhere, 17, 18 different security beings just come running, rushing to put Ding-a-ling-a-ling, this name is crazy, onto the floor.
The only problem is I didn't fall in love with you, Ding-a-ling. I fell in love with Island Boy, and that is the issue. What you piping up for?
Cuz, don't say no bullshit, cause you mad at that nigga.
Hold on, wait.
Don't.
Cause you think I won't get with you?
What you want to do?
No.
What you want to do?
So he's on the floor. Bobby is just speechless, like gagged.
What you talking about, nigga?
He just punched me.
Fuck that.
I would be too. I would be too. Thinking I would be, you know, the host of the show. I'm Captain Leader Ho right now, and somebody just fucked me up like I would be speechless too. So Bobby is speechless, and he's just looking around. I don't know. Maybe I feel like he sobered up. I feel like all the drinks he had done that night, I feel like everything was flushed out of his system and he was sober. So after Bobby takes in that he just got, you know, I don't know, knocked over, child, he says, that's why you're going to die, you sick bitch. And when I heard that, I said, oh no, because I don't know, I was just, even if I would have got punched, snuck, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't have said, that's why you're going to die, you sick bitch, because that's disgusting.
That's why you're gonna die. That's why you're dying, you sick ass bitch. That's why you're gonna die.
So if you don't know why that's disgusting or why he said that, it's because the boy that punched him, which is Dang-a-lang-a-lang, he has cancer, or rumor has he has cancer. He had a whole bunch of health scares in the house. He ended up having to leave the house and leave the show early due to a health scare. So we're hearing that he has cancer. So you know this boy got cancer, even though he punched you and his life could be ending soon. Why would you wish any extra harm or death or a fast-paced death on somebody? When I seen it, I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted. I had to text the group chat. I was like, I gotta cuss Bobby. I gotta cuss Bobby out. And I like Bobby. I love the show. But Bobby, that's disgusting. The first reason I say it's disgusting is because we don't do health reads. If you can't, I say this all the time, baby. If you cannot read somebody without calling them fat or talking about somebody that died or health, if you can't read somebody outside of those things, you don't need to be reading. You don't need to be cussing nobody out. You don't need to be trying to do none of that because you can't. Because you can't. Because you can't. So when I heard Bobby say that out of his mouth, I was disgusted. Also, Bobby just lost a cousin. He lost a cousin while filming this show, and it was It was all over social media. Trina was sad about it. He was sad about it. He even talked about it on his show. You just lost a cousin. You just lost a cousin. So how dumb do you sound? How dumb do you look talking about somebody else or wishing death on somebody else when you just lost a cousin? Like, I just felt like your skeleton looking ass should have never done that. You should have never said that. Should have never said that because it was disgusting and showed your character. I feel like this show was, yeah, it was entertaining, but a lot of things happened on this show where I was disgusted. I was disgusted that it happened, but you can't really control people's mouths, but you can control what's shown to the media. Like, for one instance, Bobby, earlier in the show, he was pushing all on Hot Wheels, which is the other boy in the wheelchair. He was pushing him around and getting all in his face and just being all belligerent and saying all type of crazy stuff to him, and he's in a wheelchair. I was like, oh my God, this is disgusting. Also, Roland Ray spit on the man that was in the wheelchair. I was like, oh my God, this is disgusting. The comment Bobby just made, I hope you die, whatever he said, disgusting. Everything is, I'm like, oh my God. Everything has been like so disgusting. Yet, like I said, the show was full of keys, full of joy, full of ha-has. But the stuff I seen in the show, it wasn't it. So, anyways, the boy that attacked Bobby, he's on the floor, security is holding him down, and Bobby is halfway across the stage, but he's telling security, like, I need to say something to him. I want to say something to him. I want to say something to him. And security kind of opens up and kind of lets Bobby move closer to the boy that attacked him. Now, the boy, he's on the floor, and he's been held down by security, so Bobby is not being held by anybody, and he's able to walk over and just start stomping the boy that's on the, I said, wait a minute. Now, I know he hit you, and you know you were so in shock you couldn't hit him back, but it gave fair opportunity. It wasn't no security. It's like it gave fair opportunity. So for you to wait until this boy is down on the ground, being held down by security, and stomp on him, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I was not fucking with Bobby. I was like, what is this? Like, like everything disgusted me. I thank God I calmed down before I got in front of this camera, because if I wouldn't have calmed down, I would have got in front of this camera and be all belligerent. But I was disgusted the whole time. Like, I was disgusted. So the episode, it was complete trash. After that, it went nowhere. No questions were being able to be answered, and I don't know, the reunion was not reunion, basically. At the end of the reunion, they asked Bobby, like, hey, how do you feel about everything, and do you want to apologize to Dingaling for what you said? Now, when they said that to Bobby, Bobby said, you know, Dingaling needs to apologize for hitting me. And I'm like, what are we? Are we 12? Like, I feel like if Bobby was to apologize, or even if Dingaling was to apologize, whichever person that didn't apologize first will apologize second. That's how apologies work. So why are we playing the tit for tat on who needs to say I'm sorry first? I don't know. Bobby never apologized about the horrible, nasty, disgusting comment he made. Yeah, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But I gotta go. I'm hot. I'm tired. It's 8:30, and yeah, girl. But I love y'all so much. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in a different video. And if you haven't seen my tea video, it dropped Monday. So what are you doing? Bye. Cause this video over.